Anytime Fitness Folkestone, located in the Harvey Shopping Center, has everything you need to stay in shape or get that look you've always wanted. Upright conventional tanning beds, a Zumba room, weight room, and state-of-the-art treadmills. They also have supplements and tanning supplies. Anytime Fitness Folkestone is also the proud sponsor of Charlton Sports Weekly with Glenn Hughes and Stan Wilds. See Stan to get fit anytime.
Welcome to Charlton Sports Weekly here at Anytime Fitness, back for another week of
local sports.
Local sports, that's right. We'll start with the Bethune Braves. Last Saturday, we had the 6th and 7th graders got their action in. Played against Bacon County. Played hard, played well, gave up 2 big, long running plays, I believe, and lost 12-6. Trayvon Green scored the only touchdown for the Braves, but give them a good chance to get in and get some action. And then
give the young kids a chance
right.
to play.
Then yesterday they hosted the whole team in itself. I don't want to call them older kids, but played Camden Middle. And from what I understand, they handled Camden Middle fairly well, winning 22-16, but was up 22-0 at one time. I think it was up 22-0. Camden broke off one long run, but then after that, I think late in the 4th quarter, with some of those younger kids in, Camden scored again. So final 22-16. So
Camden won 22.
No, Charlton won. Charlton won.
All right, good. So that's a big win for the junior high program.
That's it. They will. Well, I got a few statistics here for them, courtesy of Coach Thomas. Eric Daniels is running back. Scored all 3 touchdowns. Had about 150 yards rushing on the day, so he's going to be a good one.
What grade's he in? 8th?
He's an 8th grader, yes. Also in the running attack, Michael Elliott, 75 yards. Emmanuel Williams was 50.
Got a good stable.
Right. Did not throw the ball near as much, I don't guess, in this game as we did against Ferndina, but Raekwon Anderson caught 2 passes for 35 yards. Defensively, DeMontre Blackshear and Devin Chastain both scooped up loose fumbles. So, Coach
Those some good offensive stats there, rushing the ball too.
Right, over 300 yards of total offense.
That ain't bad.
Coach Thomas pretty much said that defense played lights out. Offensive line played well. So
just had a few depth issues at the end, but we just had enough gas in the tank, I guess.
Right. Like I said, from what I understand, we pretty much dominated the game. They scored that one late touchdown to make it look closer than it was. Next Tuesday, they will host Callahan Middle out here at Indian Field. So to get a chance, 5 o'clock Tuesday, get out there and watch those kids.
Should be a good game.
We're going to move on to some Charlton County Maiden softball.
All right.
The last Thursday, I believe it was, they went up to McRae and played Telfair County. Didn't fare real well.
Got beat handily.
I think the JV played, and I never saw a score on that one, so I don't know.
No, they were scheduled to, but they didn't.
They didn't, okay.
They canceled the JV game.
All right, well, the varsity lost 12-4. I think they had two bad innings or whatever. They gave up a bunch of runs. But for the Maidens, Faith Story and Mary Baxter each had 2 hits apiece. So that was pretty much your offensive leaders there. But yesterday they redeemed themselves.
I was at that game.
Well, you can give some more detail then, though.
Well, I didn't keep up with stats, so. I was just cheering. I was there as a fan.
As a fan, all right. But they run ruled Lanier County 10-0. Callan Carter pitched a one-hitter shutout. So that's awesome on her part.
She was doing she was handling the bat pretty good too.
Right, from stats I've got, she had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. And Allie Bennett and Mary Baxter, both of them had 2 hits apiece. So.
I think Mary had both of her hits in the same inning. I think she came up to bat 2 or 3 times in one inning. They batted around a couple times.
Like I said, I didn't have a chance to look at it that closely. So.
Yeah.
But they will. Well, you also said the JV is playing.
JV's playing at Camden right now.
Right now.
And they're down 4-2.
Okay.
I didn't get the inning, so.
We don't have a ticker at the bottom of our screen,
right.
So we can't do updates.
This ain't ESPN yet.
Yet, all right. Next Tuesday, they will travel over to Homerville.
No, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you're right. That's right, my bad. Tomorrow they go to Homerville, your favorite place.
Yeah. I love Homerville. I get to go through there every time I go to Valdosta now. Is
the JV game still on tomorrow?
As far as I know, it is.
Okay.
As far as I know.
They're scheduled for a JV varsity doubleheader, 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock.
Yep.
And then next Tuesday, Irwin County comes to town for a 6 o'clock start time.
So we'll need everybody to come. I think this will be the first time we played Irwin.
Right. I think we're still on our first round. Round through this.
I don't think we played clinch yet. So I think after clinch we'll, after Irwin we start over because it starts with Wilcox.
Okay. But they will. If you can get out there Tuesday, go support those girls. They work hard. And
it's exciting. There's some exciting games out there. Coach Baxter's done a real good job with them this year. I don't know what the playoff system is. If it's based on points, the bad thing is I think besides the tournament games, we've only got region games.
Right.
I don't know who our region opponents, if they have any out-of-region games. So
I haven't looked at that stuff closely. I'm hoping I can start looking more at that when I get
right now. It looks like Telfair and
Eccles.
Eccles County, and we'll find out what Clinch has tomorrow. But we'll have a chance at redeeming ourselves against Telfair and Eccles. They both still have to come here.
Like I said, it makes a difference when you have to get on that school bus and ride 2 hours.
Yeah, especially if you got to go to Eccles County. That's a boring drive.
The land that time forgot.
That's right.
Hope we don't have any Eccles County viewers here.
I doubt we do. I doubt they even got internet in Eccles County.
But if we do, we apologize for any comments.
That's right.
But for right now, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and talk some Indian football. We're going to have 60 Seconds with Seth coming up in just as soon as we take our break, and we'll be right back.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Darby McWhorter, number 5. She plays first base for the Charlton County softball team, Maiden softball team. So far this season, she's led the team in putouts with 117 behind the plate. She has 710 on base slugging average with 10 RBIs and 10 runs scored. That's not bad.
Thank you. I give it my hardest.
So let's get started. So for your future husband, who would you rather have, Homer Simpson or Peter Griffin?
Homer Simpson.
Do you see yourself as Wonder Woman or Catwoman?
Wonder Woman.
4-wheel drive or a luxury sedan?
Luxury sedan.
Would you rather turn in your project on the first day it's due or late?
First day.
Would you rather eat peanut butter and bacon or bologna and jelly?
Peanut butter and bacon.
Ugh.
No.
But jelly and bologna is a lot better.
No. You tried it?
Yeah, bologna and Apple Jacks, yeah. If zombies took over the world, where would you go?
Stay at my house.
I'd go to Walmart.
Why?
Because it's like more, like, it has everything, food, and
True.
it has guns, and that's all you need.
True.
Okay, well, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
This has been 60 Seconds with Seth. I'm Seth Beasley with my camerawoman, Ashlyn Garvin, and so I'll see you next time.
Bye.
The Folkestone Pharmacy, your original hometown pharmacy for over 45 years, is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet broadcasts. Folkestone Pharmacy accepts insurance from most local employers, including the City of Folkestone, Charlton County, Babcock and Wilcox, AJM, Charlton Memorial Hospital, and many others. The Folkestone Pharmacy wishes the Indians best of luck this season. Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative owned by those we serve.
Welcome back to Charlton Sports Weekly. Talk a little Indian football. Last week was not a pretty sight. No, like I said, the Indians went up the Waycross and got beat 49-0. Had to sit through an hour and a half lightning delay to add to the misery. But it had a few bright spots. Trey Harrington at quarterback, he passed for 137 yards. They pretty much was taking away our deep stuff, so he was
Hitting underneath
stuff, but he was at, I think, 50%. I think he was 18 for 36, I think. Dave Ron Reed had a big night and caught 8 passes for 78 yards. And a kid that hasn't played a whole lot of football. He played for me in Rec League, but hasn't played a whole lot since. A good-sized kid, Anthony Jackson. I believe he's a sophomore or a junior. Sophomore, okay. He kind of got, Coach Mack just kind of threw him
into the fire.
And he ended up being our leading tackler with 8 tackles.
Well, that's good for him. Good for him.
So, I believe I heard on the Coach Mack show that earned him a start this Friday night. So,
well, good.
So hopefully, shows you perform well, you're gonna play. So
that's
maybe
right.
That'll click on some more light bulbs.
I hope so. They go up to Hinesville this Friday.
Right.
Take on Bradwell Institute. Bradwell's a 5A school.
Right,
still.
same as Ware, yeah.
So, got our work cut out for us again, but got to get some points, and which we beat them the past 2 or 3 years now. So I think we own the record over them. 3 or 4 years in a row.
We've
now.
beat them every time we've played them recently, but they've got a new head coach this year, so you don't know what really to expect.
I looked at their record. They beat Savannah High,
right,
which isn't saying much.
They scored some points. They gave up a bunch of points.
Yeah.
They lost to Liberty County, I think, in the opening game. I can't remember what that score was. But
That's their crosstown rivals, so that's a rivalry
right.
game. So.
But like I said, the stadium, if you went up there 2 years ago, it's the same place. But the stadium has been turned. Instead of going, I guess it was east and west or whatever, it's going north and south
North
now.
and south, yep.
So if you remember all the construction and how you couldn't get in and out and all that, hopefully all that's been alleviated and we can get in and out of there with no problems now.
Should be able to.
But it's going to be 7:30 kickoff, probably take you roughly
Hour and a half.
hour and a half to get there, but if for some reason you can't make it, we're going to stream it live this week. So go to charltonsportsnet.com and
I'm going to test the live feed for the first time this week.
all right, you're going to critique our announcers.
I am.
All right, the directions to the stadium will be on the website, charltonsportsnet.com. So it's not really hard. You go to Brantley, to Nahunta, to Jessup, to Ludowici, to Hinesville.
Just take 301 and then Hinesville, don't turn left. I'm sorry, in Ludowici, don't turn left. Stay straight on 84.
I think once you get in Hinesville, you turn left on General Stewart Way,
Yep,
I
General
think.
Yep.
And the stadium's right there on your left, so it's not hard to find. But if you can't remember what I just said, just go to the website and they'll have it all written out for you.
That's right. Or if you got a smartphone, use Google Maps.
That's right.
All right.
We got time for your favorite segment of the day.
College football.
Do we want to discuss?
I'm already down 0-1.
My dogs came through for me.
I got to give it to the dogs. They outplayed the Gamecocks, and I got to give credit where credit's due. They outplayed them and outcoached them, so it's about time. That's all I can say.
Well, you know.
But hey, like I also say, you're only as good as your last game. So Dogs fans got bragging rights for a year.
The thing about it, though, in the past 2 years, the loser of that game's ended up the SEC East champion.
So
you're not out of the race.
That's right.
Hopefully you lose a few more and get out of the race.
I hope not. I hope not. I'm looking forward to that Georgia game in Death Valley. They already 0-1 at one Death Valley, so at night. So I'm looking forward to the one in LSU.
I think LSU's coming to Athens, I believe.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they played. Oh well, it don't matter.
You still pulling for LSU?
That's
anyway.
right. I'm pulling against Georgia the rest of the way. I got to.
All right, let's go with the rest of the picks here.
All right, the big game of the week: Alabama at Texas A&M. We got Nick Saban against Johnny Football. So I'm going against the grain here, and I wasn't impressed with Alabama against Virginia Tech.
Right.
And I think the off week is actually going to hurt them more than help them. And they're going into a hostile environment. And I like Johnny Football. I don't care how many autographs he got paid for. I got a son in college. It's expensive. And I get tired of running to the bank and putting money in his account, so more power to him. I'm going with the Aggies. And I'm going with them 2-touchdown win.
Well, we're going to go ahead and give you a chance to even things up right
All
off the
right.
bat here, because I'm going to pick Bama just for the fact that it's a revenge game from last year. Teams have had a year to dissect what he does or whatever, and I believe, much as I hate Nick Saban or whatever, but I think he can devise a defensive plan to slow him down and not going to stop him.
If there's any coach that you give 2 weeks to play against a team, you want Nick Saban.
Right.
But I just think that they're going to get over there, and in that hostile environment, Texas A&M's going to be geeked up, focused, and I hope Johnny Football has another Heisman Trophy day. I hate Alabama, so.
It's not all about hate. It's about winning the picks here.
I know, man. All right, Southern Mississippi at Arkansas. This probably won't even be a good game. I might need to check the spread on this game. I'm going to take Arkansas.
I picked Arkansas also. Of course, I didn't realize they'd struggled against some weak team last week, whatever, but I picked them, so I'll live with them.
I don't think Southern Miss has won a game in almost 2 years.
Okay.
So. All right, Mississippi State at Auburn. The interesting thing at Auburn is one of their quarterback is Wilcox County's quarterback from previous years.
Right.
That went to Georgia and got kicked off the team for stealing from his teammates.
Right, but he's welcome at Auburn now.
He's welcome at Auburn. Mississippi State, I'll be rooting for them, but if the game was in Starkville, I would have picked them, but I'm picking Auburn.
Like I said, I thought hard about that one, mainly for what you just said. It's at Auburn, but I picked Mississippi State, so.
Well, I'll be rooting for Mississippi State.
Right.
That's one I don't mind losing. All right, this next one is definitely a no-brainer. Louisville at Kentucky. I don't think it matters if they played that game in Key West. Louisville routs them.
Yeah, Kentucky lost to Western Kentucky to start the year, so.
And then Western Kentucky got beat down by Tennessee, which really isn't that good.
Right. So I'll go ahead and say I'm picking Louisville.
All right, Kent State at LSU.
That's a tough one there.
I almost went with Kent State. What is Kent State's mascot?
They are the Golden Flashes, I believe.
Well, they're going to be a flash in the pan come Saturday because LSU will take care of business.
I agree with that one 100%.
All right, Vandy at South Carolina. I can't go with Vandy because
They're playing South Carolina.
They're playing South Carolina, but I just seen last week on SaturdayDownSouth.com, since '06, South Carolina has the best conference home record in the SEC. Only second to Alabama. They've only lost 2 games to SEC opponents since '06, so Vandy's going to come in. They're going to be ready. It'll probably be a tough game for the first half, and into the second half, but I think Carolina pulls away by a touchdown, 10 points.
Well, I think South Carolina's.
They're wanting to.
They got something
to impress people.
Right, they got something to prove here. Can't afford another loss in the SEC because that pretty much eliminates.
They'll be out of the SEC East race at that point.
And personally, I think they've got a stronger team than Vanderbilt, even though Vanderbilt is much improved over what they used to be.
Yeah. So you're going Carolina also.
Right.
All right. We got SEC versus Pac-12 here. And it's Tennessee at Oregon. I don't think if that game was played in Tennessee, it would matter.
No.
The Quack Attack will beat Tennessee severely.
It's going to be. I'm just glad it's not in Tennessee because I could not stand the combination of orange and green jerseys.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be battle of ugly uniforms as it is.
Yeah.
But Oregon's got way
like somebody projectile puked onto the field.
But anyway, okay, let me recompose myself here. Oregon has way too much speed for Tennessee, I think.
Oregon's got a ton of speed. I hadn't seen a team in college football faster than them in the first 2 weeks. I ain't seen them all.
Right.
But I ain't seen any faster than Oregon.
Yeah, as much as I like to pick the SEC teams, but they wear orange too, so I can't really go for them either.
There you go. All right, Nevada at FSU. I don't think this is going to be too much of a stretch to say FSU wins probably by about 40 points. The quarterback, the true freshman, I believe he is, FSU, was very impressive. Now, some people said, well, they were playing Pittsburgh, but he's a true freshman on the road, opening game, and looked like a serious Heisman contender.
I think he was 25 of 27.
Yeah, and he can run. He can tuck the ball and run it if need be. And Florida State's defense looked good. So I say FSU.
I'm in agreement with that. Like you said, you can sit there and run in practice against no defense and not complete 25 of 27 sometimes. So.
That's right. And he got cheated out of one of those. One of them, the kid drug his foot, and they was trying to hurry up and run the play, so they didn't review it. All right, next game, Georgia Tech at Duke. Both these teams are improved. Who did Georgia Tech play last?
They were open last week and opened up with Elon, I believe it was.
And big win. So it's hard to judge where they at with the Elon win. I don't know who Duke has played, but because we got a Charlton County kid playing for Georgia Tech, I chose Georgia Tech.
That's right.
It won't surprise me either way who wins this game.
Like I said, even though it was a couple weeks ago, Chris Milton at Georgia Tech, he had an interception return, ran it back for a touchdown, and he also blocked the punt against Elon. So he had a big day,
Yeah.
starting at safety. So hopefully he'll have another big game.
I hope so. Maybe he can get him a pick against the Blue Devils.
That's right.
All right, last game. Stanford is traveling across country to play Army. Army's going the game shouldn't be as lopsided as you think because Army runs that
Flex ball.
triple option offense, so they're going to control the ball at least for 2 or 3 minutes every possession. So Stanford should win easily by 3 touchdowns. So.
Like I said, unless Army guards the goal line with some tanks, I can't see them winning. So I'm going to go with Stanford also.
Just out of fun, who you got in the Manning Bowl this weekend? I don't know where the game's played, but it's the
Broncos and the Giants.
Broncos and the Giants.
I didn't even know they were playing, but
Yeah.
I'll go with Peyton and the Broncos the way he looked the other night.
I'm a Giants fan, but if I had to pick, I got to go with the Broncos. It'll be hard to pick it against them right now after that first game impression they left. So, but it's going to be interesting. I think that game's on. I think it's in Denver, but which will make it even more in Peyton's favor.
Right.
But it's going to be interesting, brother against brother. So.
All right, well, that's going to wrap us up for this week. We're going to be back next week, hopefully with some good news.
Hopefully so.
But until then, we'll sign it out, and we'll see you next week.